don't know what it means for them to say a child like this, you know. And that is like very common, even with the government inclusive education policy. Government schools still have the nerve to say that we can't take your child. Oh, there's no special teacher here, which I find as just excuses.
Isn't that there are no structures in place to cater for children with special needs in our various schools?
So I don't even know what we mean by no structures in place. So the example I give is that I was a mother who is unprepared for a child like this. But when I got the child, I learned, I made the effort, and I call myself a specialist of my. In fact, when I meet with the doctors, I tell them what I think they should do. Something they don't want.
You've also become a pocket doctor.
Yes, because when I come, I'll tell you that this is what I think, and I know my child inside out because I had to learn about her. I think it's the same thing with teaching. If you find a child in your class who has special abilities, you need to learn about the child's abilities and see how you can include the child. So if we want to wait for structures to be in place, it will be forever. We may never have it. It is just the willingness. I took my child to a government public school at Medina Zongo Junction. I'm mentioning Medina Zongo Junction because it's not East Legon. Yes, a place where you have kids who are a bit deprived and whatever. And she was in that school for 3 years and she fit perfectly. It was just a matter of talking to the children that, oh, this child has this, that. The children even wanted to feed her. Yes, they are eager to come and carry her and all those things because they have been educated on her condition. So if a child is able to do this, why can't a teacher do that?
If a child is able to do this, how come a teacher, or why can't a teacher do that? This is very interesting. So, tell me, what should the state do to assist in educating these children? Because they have a lot of things to do. They have a lot of roles to play in the society. They are not just burdens to society.
Yeah.
They are not burdens at all. They have a role to play.
Yeah. Okay, so what the state can do. I agree that not all children with disabilities can go into mainstream schools. There are children whose disability is really profound and extreme and may need special care. But I think that we need rehabilitation centers dotted and spread all over the country so that a mother can comfortably walk into a rehabilitation center where there are trained people to take care of the child. Then the mother can go to work, earn money, and come back for their child. Taking care of a child with special needs is expensive. What you will need for a regular child, it's like 3 or 4 times more than what you will need for a child with special needs. But how the state can help parents or families is not by giving us handouts and doling out money. District Assembly come over and you can apply for some and take. That is not what we need. If a parent is a professional, like I'm a professional who was working, am I supposed to stop work because I got a child with cerebral palsy and wait on government to give me tokens to go and sell ice water? Does this make sense? We can have rehabilitation centers, employ the youth. It will serve as employment opportunities for the youth. Out there in developed countries, taking care of children with disabilities, taking care of the aged is a big industry that governments invest in. It is people's profession. People do these with a passion and they are fulfilled that this is what they do in life. How do we view those things here in Ghana? So I have had opportunities or occasions to employ degree holders to be caregivers for my children, but it's damn expensive.
It is expensive.
Yes, it is expensive. I have to halve my salary to pay them to be able to do this. And if government could support in this way, it will be very helpful.
So let me find out from you. Now, it happens that you have a child with disability or special abilities. How has it affected your work, your everyday going and coming from work?
It has really affected affected my work, and thanks to COVID, now people understand that we can work remotely,
Yeah.
because until COVID came, you were always under the shadows begging that, oh, I can't come to work. Meanwhile, I could do the work from home, kind of. So it's really affected. It affects your career development and progression, because you are not always there. You are not always there to do what you are supposed to do. But it has affected a lot of my career and everything, because how I want to be and where I wanted to be has been very much slowed down, because I have to attend to my child.
All right. It is 95.7 BBC's Unique FM. We didn't introduce Khadija, but Khadija was hiding somewhere. Khadija, come closer. How are you doing?
Fine, I'm doing good today.
We thank God. You have some messages for us?
Yes, we do. So we have a message from Felix Akayao. He